Good morning, everybody. How are y'all doing?
Fantastic.
How's everybody? Give everybody a couple minutes to get logged on. I know it's a beautiful day. It is Memorial Day weekend, so I hope everyone is enjoying the weather. Okay. Hello, Sandy. We are upstairs at the shop in the new space, and it's not quite as big as the other space, so we're probably just gonna have to do something different. We're in a tight little. It's cozy. It's cozy. I'll say that. Cozy. It is a beautiful day. I walked outside and I was like, "Is this spring? What is this weather? It's so cool and sunny and cool." And it's June tomorrow, so, or is it tomorrow? Is June tomorrow or Tuesday? I think it's Tuesday. But June. It's almost June. And we're in Mississippi. Something's going on. All right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and say some prayer, and we'll get started. God, we come today and we thank you. I thank you for each person and each friend that laid down their lives for us. And I ask you to help us to remember today. Help us not to forget. In your holy name. Amen. All right. So today, let's not forget about our giving. Giving is, you can give at Venmo. I think Holly's posting the link. And JoshuaGeneration.rocks. And also, don't forget your Sunday selfies. Hashtag JGCC. Hashtag Sunday selfie. Hashtag whatever you want to hashtag. How's that? Make up your own. Good morning, Amber. I'm glad you're here. All right, so today's discussion is called Unforgotten, and I don't even think that's really a word, but I wanted to use it today. I think it is appropriate. Today is Memorial Day. Well, tomorrow's Memorial Day, like technically, but Memorial Day is a time to pause, remember, reflect, and honor all of the fallen soldiers. And today I want to honor those that gave their life for us. And I want to read some scriptures to you. John 15:9. As God has loved me, so have I loved you. And this is Jesus' words. Now remain in my love. I told you this so that my joy may be in you and that your joy may be complete. My command is this: love each other as I have loved you. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. Now, this says basically there is no higher expression of love than to give up your life for someone else. To be willing to leave your family, your friends, everything you know behind, with a very distinct understanding that death may be possible. And that is what soldiers do when they sign up. From the very beginning, when they sign up. It's not just when they go to war. They sign up knowing that that is a distinct possibility. All right, I want to read Psalms 82, 3-4. Defend the defenseless, the fatherless and the forgotten, the disenfranchised and the destitute. Your duty is to deliver the poor and the powerless, liberate them from the grasp of the wicked. Now, this verse, I believe, is the heart of every soldier. Like, I think this is probably their battle cry, their mission statement, if you will. John 13:34 and 35. A new command I give you: love one another as I have loved you. So you must love one another. By this, everyone will know that you are my disciples, if you love one another. So, many joined the service to demonstrate love through their military service and self-sacrifice. And in doing so, they have truly fulfilled these verses, these scriptures. And today is Memorial Day. And I'm going to read from history.com because I want to give you some history on it. And so I'm just going to read, it's history.com. So if you want to look it up, you can read the whole thing. I've just pulled some clips out of it. Memorial Day is an American holiday observed on the last Monday of May, honoring the men and women who died while serving in the U.S. military. Originally known as Decoration Day, it originated the years following the Civil War and became an official federal holiday in 1971. Many Americans observe Memorial Day by visiting cemeteries or memorials, holding family gatherings, and participating in parades. The Civil War, which ended in the spring of 1865, claimed more lives than any conflict in U.S. history and required the establishment of the country's first national cemeteries. On May 5, 1868, General John A. Logan, leader of an organization for Northern Civil War veterans, called for a nationwide day of remembrance later that month. The 30th of May, 1868, is designated for the purpose of strewing with flowers or otherwise decorating the graves of comrades who died in defense of their country during the late rebellion, and whose bodies now lie in almost every city, village, and hamlet churchyard in the land. Memorial Day, as Decoration Day gradually came to be known, originally honored only those lost while fighting the Civil War. But during World War I, the United States found itself embroiled in another major conflict, and the holiday evolved to commemorate American military personnel who died in all wars, including World War II, the Vietnam War, the Korean War, and the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. Cities and towns across the United States host Memorial Day parades each year, often incorporating military personnel and members of veterans organizations. Some of the largest parades take place in Chicago, New York, and Washington, D.C. Americans also observe Memorial Day by visiting cemeteries and memorials. Some people wear a red poppy in remembrance of those fallen in war, a tradition that began with a World War I poem. From 1914 to 1918, World War I took a greater human toll than any previous conflict, with some 8.5 million soldiers dead of battlefield injuries or disease. The Great War, as it was then known, also ravaged the landscape of Western Europe, where most of the fiercest fighting took place. From the devastated landscape of the battlefields, the red poppy would grow. Struck by the sight of bright red blooms on the broken ground, McCrae wrote a poem, In Flanders Fields, in which he channeled the voices of the fallen soldiers buried under those poppies. And I want to read this poem with you. This is In Flanders Fields by John McCrae. In Flanders Fields, the poppies blow between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky the larks still bravely singing fly. Scarce heard amid the guns below, we are the dead. Short days ago we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders Fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe, to you from failing hands we throw. The torch be yours to hold it high. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders Fields. That is haunting. It's beautiful. And what a can you imagine, like, when I read that and I was reading this, all I could think about were those red poppies, the imagery and the just the energy that the red, it was just amazing I was thinking about how that must have appeared during that time, and to inspire such a beautiful yet devastating poem. As a sign of this faith and a remembrance of the sacrifices of Flanders Field, Michael vowed to always wear a red poppy. And as I read this, I was reminded of the poppy jasper. And I was like, let me do some research on the poppy jasper stone. And so I started researching the poppy a little deeper, the poppy jasper. And the poppy jasper is a stone of remembrance.
Cool.
I did not know that. And it is a reminder that everyone in this world is here to love and nurture and defend other people. Poppy jasper is a stone of courage. Isn't that?
It's amazing.
It's amazing. And it will remind you of your duty to humanity to be kind and compassionate. So today, in remembrance of our fallen, I want to give each of you a poppy jasper to wear, those that are here, and in honor of all those that gave their lives for us, to remind us of their courage and selflessness, and to help us remember that they died for all people. And that's the part we have to remember, not just me, not just the people I like.
Right.
Everybody. Yeah. And that's the part that's kind of hard to remember sometimes, that they died for all people and not just the ones that we like and agree with and support and look like and love like and believe like and vote like and all of those things. They died for all of us. And it reminds us to be compassionate, loving, and kind. So I've got a bag with some poppy jaspers, and they're already in a cage for you guys.
Thank you.
So you can pick the one that you want, and there's some cords here for you. You can put it on a cord, and you can wear it every day, or you can choose to wear it. I've got one on here. I'm going to pop it out and show the guys it. Basically, this stone is, it's basically a red jasper. It's like a brecciated jasper, but it has like circular imagery on it that's very, that reminds you of the poppies, and that's how it got its name. And so, I hope that you will wear it and remember what, just basically to remember what has been done for you, and remember that we need to, do that to, we need to do that with other people. We need to defend the defenseless. We may not be soldiers, but we're all humans, and we're all in this together. So, it reminds us to be selfless and loving and kind. And that's what I have for today, just to remember. So I want to ask anybody want to say anything in honor of Memorial Day while we're here?
I'll say thank you for the sermon, because it cuts deep with me.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. You're a soldier.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're all soldiers.
Yes, but we, not all of us signed up, and that's an honorable, I can't imagine, that's just, and I never crossed my mind to join the military. That is not something that ever really crossed my mind.
10 days out of high school.
Right, and it's never something I was terrified of. That never crossed my mind. Now I do understand that there are different ways to defend.
Oh, yeah.
But,
I've never seen combat. I'm
Right.
thankful for that.
Same here.
right,
I think it.
But my son has.
yeah,
I apologize.
Go ahead.
I just think it's amazing when a unit like, I cannot remember the name, but the all black unit from Louisiana.
Tuskegee Airmen.
Tuskegee Airmen.
Tuskegee Airmen, who some of them gave their lives for a country where they had been discriminated against,
Sure.
where they had been abused,
Absolutely.
but they were able to see the greater picture, the
Right.
greater good,
Right.
and that, it was for their family, it was for everybody's family.
I like that you brought that up, because a lot of the soldiers that did sign up have been discriminated against for centuries in this country, but still signed up to defend.
Lived.
Yeah,
Don't ask, don't tell.
absolutely. Don't ask, don't tell. Yes,
Wow.
but you were defending.
Introverted now.
Wow, that's amazing. Defending a greater good, a hope for a better future for people that are like you, I suppose. Yeah. Wow, that's beautiful.
That's about the loving everybody part.
That's exactly right. Loving everybody that doesn't believe like you, that's
Big minds and big hearts before we ever even thought about having such a thing.
Absolutely.
Sometimes.
Absolutely.
You don't have to agree with going into the military, but by damn, you gotta admire people who do.
Yes.
And for
I-
what they are willing. No, I know. I was married.
You are owned by them.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
married in a military family for over 20 years. I felt like I was in the military.
Sure. Well, being a military wife, you kind of are. I mean, in your own way.
But, people who knowingly take a job that to defend like the greater good, but knowing that they may have to give their life for somebody that they don't even really like because it is for the greater good.
Right.
And beyond that, that's admirable.
It is very admirable, and we want to remember that. And that's what we want to remember. We don't want to just think about Memorial Day as a day off. I mean, and remember and actually look at it and remember that, you know, it wasn't just the elite, and it wasn't just the ones that had equal rights. It was the ones that were discriminated against and that did it. And that's a beautiful thing. It's like these scriptures basically say there's no greater love than someone that would lay down their life. And the moment you sign up, you sign the paperwork, you're laying down your life.
Yeah.
Whether there's an active war or not, you know, there absolutely could be. And you're willing to do that. And I admire that, and we want to remember that. So, and that's a beautiful thing. So I hope that you will wear these poppies proudly and remember every soldier that has fallen. And
I think this is very thoughtful of you
Yes,
to do this for us. Thank you.
I was very blessed yesterday. The American Legion Post, you know, every year puts out flags at Oak Lawn.
mm-hmm.
It's what we did yesterday morning.
Oh, you did, yeah.
And I didn't realize how old that cemetery is. There's somebody in there from the Spanish-American War.
Wow.
Yeah. And a couple Civil War.
Right. Where's that one at?
Right off Adeline Street, that cemetery there.
Oh, okay. Off Adeline. Oh, okay. I didn't
You
realize.
go across and go down, that's where our post is on the corner down there.
Okay, gotcha. I know the one on Hardy has soldiers in it, correct? The
Yeah.
one right there.
The one by the library.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's when I was at yesterday.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that's the one I was thinking off of Hardy. Okay. And what a beautiful day to go walk out there if you wanted to do that. And that would,
Thank you for this, BB.
You're welcome.
And there really aren't words sufficient, but it's very meaningful and sobering for you to bring these thoughts together and for us to stop and think about all of those over the centuries who have sacrificed in that way or been willing to. And I'm just so grateful. And so I hope we can all use these to remind us.
right. And
Especially today and tomorrow, but always.
always. And that's when, you know, that's when you grab this, like when you're having those moments of, you know, when you want to throw the rock at somebody.
Yeah.
Grab it and remember, you know, the soldiers that died for that person, you know, and it helps to garner compassion and, you know, and it reminds us to love everybody, and that's sometimes hard to do.
Can I say one more thing?
Yes, absolutely, please do.
Let's just hold in prayer those who are still living with the loss of that loved one.
Absolutely.
Those people who carry
That's
that,
the hardest
and I
one.
just can't imagine.
Right, and the ones that are waiting for their spouses and loved ones to come home at this moment. So definitely want to remember that as well, because there's still that space that's empty, and there's fear, and so absolutely we will definitely do that. And on that, we'll just close in prayer. How's that?
Great.
God, we come to you right now, and we lift up the families and the loved ones of every single soldier that has lost their lives in any battle, any war in this country. I know that hurt and that loss can just continue through generations. And God, we lift up the families right now that are still living that, and the ones that are waiting, and the ones that just don't know. And we thank you that we live in such a place full of people that are willing to lay down their lives for our liberty, for our lives, for our freedom. I thank you for that. And today we honor each person, each family member, each soldier. And we thank you for that. And we thank you for that perfect agape love that they carry within them. Thank you. In your name. Amen. Amen.
Amen.
All right, guys. So I hope that you will think about what this weekend means and take some time. And, remember, never forget. All right, guys. We love y'all. And we will see you next week, if not before. Bye, guys.